DC won the toss. They opted to react, and Arizona chose to put men's doubles out first. Dylan Frazier starting us off. Miss from James Ignatowicz. Dylan Frazier, of course, one of the most exciting athletes on the men's side. He also resides close by in Ashland, Missouri.
Timeout, point one.
And of course, Andre Dascu back in the mix. He was reunited with this team in Salt Lake City. That's a big storyline there. James Ignatowicz back to serve now to Andre. Here's a look at Deckelbar. They call him Big D.
2-1.
Big man.
Reasons, yeah. 29th selection for the DC pickleball team.
I'm looking at the men on the court right now. It just seems like almost unfair
2-2.
to have this many good players on your team. I mean, we're looking at a matchup that could be in a PPA final right now.
Yeah,
everyone here, I know, has medaled in the men's doubles event. Frazier, obviously,
3-2.
one of the best players in the world.
Yeah, it's shocking to me that he dropped as low as 13, considering he's now the best men's doubles player in the world per the PPA rankings. That's deep for Deckelbar, looking to pull the trigger on Andre Dascu. It was actually Dascu who was the first selection for Arizona, the 5th overall pick, but it's quite the draft to get Andre and Dylan. Hello, James Ignatowicz.
Then you got James here, just one of the most natural
4-3.
power hitters out here. The guy crushes the ball.
Deckelbar, back when these two teams met in Atlanta, it was Dallas, or excuse me, DC that got the sweep 4-0. Here's the head-to-head numbers according to Team DUPR. Slight edge to Frazier and Dascu.
Head out, point 5.
By 3/10 of a point, which in DUPR is quite relevant.
Yeah, definitely.
5-4.
I think the real key factor here is going to be James. James is playing consistent while staying aggressive, really dictating the points. I think DC takes the win for sure.
6-4.
Two of the biggest servers in the game here on DC's team as well. Deckelbar put them up, or put him up there as number 1 or 2, and James definitely up there as well. Great drop there on the two-handed backhand, but just not enough footwork on those dinks.
5-7.
Through the middle goes Deckelbar. Not an easy ball to execute. Took a little bit off.
Very deceptive there, leaving the paddle head down for a minute before speeding it up.
8-5.
A run for DC.
He's got some effortless power there.
9-5.
Beautiful play by Dylan Frazier. He's got a whole lot of family and friends in the house here early in Overland Park, Kansas.
Yeah, a lot of neon green shirts with the Dylan Frazier logo on it, that's for sure.
Can't miss him.
Side out, point 10.
Including his mom, Cindy, who also helped introduce Dylan to the game of pickleball back in 2016. Deep for Deckelbar on the lob attempt, trying to gain possession of the kitchen.
So it looks like early on to me the strategy for Arizona is to play consistently and patient to Deckelbar at the kitchen line and wait for him to attack or pull the trigger.
What a punch down the line from Ignatowicz, out of the air and nowhere to go for Dylan Frazier.
Seven.
Have to take. Andreescu will take it.
Out, point 8. 8-11.
Similar pattern there for Arizona, kind of waiting for Deckel to pull that trigger. He's been successful a couple times, but we'll see if they keep executing that. They think they can win the majority of those points. James with the tomahawk.
Point 12.
James Ignatowicz, one of the more freak athletes in the game. Played college tennis at Vanderbilt.
12-9. Right out, point 10. Ten, 12.
Lead sponsor, Margaritaville. DC Pickleball team up 3 here midway through the MLP season. 4 events to go after this one. What a pull from Ignatowicz to set up Deckelbar.
Great patience there from both James and Deckel.
10. Side out, point 11.
Deckel with a few unforced errors here early on. Just trying to find that
14.
range with a lot of his shots. Great ball there by Decky. Such a big guy, able to reach in so far. Interesting to see him on the right side. I know him and Tyson usually put him on the left.
Side out,
And a
point
miss for
12.
DC.
12-15.
It's in, down the line, feathery touch.
Really impressive there. And I like how he's still going for it even after, you know, missing a couple, because it just creates so much pressure and you're going to draw some unforced errors from the opposing team just by hitting those shots and going for those attacks.
12.
fight won by
Side out,
Diascu.
point
Maybe an
13.
outball was hit in the middle of that sequence for DC.
Like you mentioned, Diascu going 5th in the overall draft. I know he hasn't had
13-16.
his favorite performance here, you know, Salt Lake City or this event, but I think he really, really wants to get it going, so this match is important for him.
He spent some time away
Side
due to
out,
that
point
suspension,
17.
so he's rejoining his team. You almost have to get reacclimated, I imagine, with the people you're playing with. In Arizona right now, outside looking in, Roscoe's is a
17-13.
team that you could see making a late run to jump into the top 6.
100%. I think their men's team is one of the strongest in the league. I really think it's going to be up to
Side out,
Caitlin
point
Christian
14.
and Lacey and their mixed doubles to take them there.
14-17.
What a shot
Side
by
out,
James
point
Ignatowicz,
18.
and what a point, both sides.
James super locked in. Almost no reaction after hitting that, just walks back. Decky's fired up though.
It's not always that you see the firefights happen at the men's doubles side. Usually that's
Yeah.
women's doubles feature, but we appreciate the firepower.
18-14. Side out, point 15. $15-18. Side out, point 19.
That bounce for Dylan Frazier.
It's the first time I've seen Dylan Frazier make a face like that. Definitely some frustration there. But a good pull overall from Diascu. I think
19-15.
the ball was high enough and slow enough for him to fire that.
Oh. Oh my, it's in. Wow, what a point. Unconventional lob to lob.
Insane stuff here overall from everybody. I mean,
Timeout, AZ Drive,
the
2015.
placement of that volley.
Key owners in the mix. What a play by
Side out,
Diascu.
point
Not
16.
the place you can go on him. And Andre Diascu has had some marquee wins this season,
16-20.
including several over the Johns brothers on the PPA Tour.
Point.
Yeah, Diascu, one of those players who can just turn it on at any time. And if you're at home and wondering why these players are so good and just a few things that they do so well,
17-20.
watch how they make their third shot drops. I mean, all the people on the court today have been super consistent with their thirds. Almost jinxed myself there, but these guys
Persevered.
get to the kitchen line almost every time.
All right, Arizona making things interesting. Back within 2 after timeout was forced to be called at 2015.
$18-20. Side out, point
round will end there. DC 4 points away from taking game one.
Not a great miss there from Frazier. 18-20, you just don't want to give away a free point like that.
Wow, James Ignatowicz, just too much from the kitchen.
You see James moving forward there on each ball. The momentum helping him get the edge in that firefight.
22-18.
Missed the third, right into the net.
One of the first of today. Little wind going the other way though.
19-22.
That's deep. Andre turns to the crowd, looking for more. Just a 2-point gap to overcome now for Arizona.
20-22.
Firefight, Diascu wins it. It's a 1-point game now and a timeout called by the DC Pickleball team. In a bit of some trouble. Slid down to 13 right after his buddy J.W. Johnson went at 12. And here's a look at the ownership group. The Olympics happening now, fitting that Michael Phelps is in the mix amongst several other celebrities. Morgan Evans, the GM and coach.
Oh, just not a miss you want to have there either. A little bit of a tough play. It was so short and low. But I've been loving the energy coming from Andre Diascu thus far. I know he wants this one badly.
What a try from James Ignatowicz to follow it up on the third. Yeah, it feels like if Arizona gets this men's doubles game, I feel like this would go to a dream breaker, but not so sure it would go the distance if DC comes away with it here at the game point.
I agree with you there. I think this is a must-win for Arizona.
What a play and what an angle from Diascu. Ignatowicz and this scrappy defense could get there. Saved one game point, and DC will have to win it on their serve, so Arizona with a chance.
22-24.
Oh, just back for Dylan Frazier. It was open. Game point number 2 for DC.
24-22. And out point 23.
Okay, Arizona within 1. 2 game points saved. Andre Diascu back to serve now to Ignatowicz.
23-24.
And Ignatowicz punishes the pop-up chance, game point number 3.
The speed-ups from Deckelbar are absolutely lethal, as we see right here. Just placing it perfectly, going for the combo, setting James up. A lot of these pros focus on placement with their speed-ups rather than power. It's so important.
24-23.
James Ignatowicz wouldn't miss that sitter, 25-23.
For Vivian and Rachel, I think it's going to be aggressive play, and Lacey and Caitlin need to play in their terms and neutralize that.
1 a point, both
Timeout,
sides.
point 1.
Well fought off by the DC Pickleball team. Rachel Rohrbacher, perfect example of what Major League Pickleball is all about,
1-0.
Roscoe. She started her journey at the Orlando Squeeze last season. Anna Bright discovered Rohrbacher's talent, so to speak. Former SEC champion in college tennis.
Side out,
And
point
Rachel
1.
Rohrbacher was completely unknown. She was the 4th round selection for the Orlando Squeeze. Anna Bright was a big part of that selection
1-1.
last year, and then now she was the first female selected for the DC Pickleball team. Viv Glasman got promoted from the challenger level this year. And steps around the corner. She's got that athleticism and that very tall frame to work with.
Yeah, Viv is such
2-1.
a nightmare to deal with when you're playing against her. She's so powerful. She's got quick hands, and she's consistent as well. So,
Point.
yeah, I've been on the other side of those counters. I played her in mixed doubles not too long ago, and I was really, really impressed with her right side play, where we see here
3-1.
today. So.
Play by
Timeout,
Caitlin
point
Christian.
2.
DC popped it up. They know it.
2-3.
There's head-to-head numbers. Well in favor of Glasman and
Side out, point
Rohrbacher.
4. Four-2. Point.
When Viv is moving forward, taking balls out of the air, it's just not a place you want to be. I mean, she's so tall, she's so
5-2.
long, and she's got that power. Arizona is definitely going to need to avoid that here.
Side out, point 3.
Well, Vivian Glasman was acquired by DC from
3-5.
the Bay Area Breakers, a challenger level team, in exchange for Elise Jones and cash considerations.
Side out, point 6.
Yeah, I think Viv has proven that she is a premier player. She played for the AZ Drive,
6-3.
this team right here, in Premier. And then now she's been moved up to the Premier team again.
Point.
Missing to the net, not what Arizona Drive needed there from Schneemann. Rohrbacher back to serve now to Lacey.
7-3.
There's that athleticism you were talking about earlier, Mish.
And a multi-sport background, Lacey Schneemann.
4-7.
Played a lot of volleyball growing up, as well as soccer, gymnastics, and tennis. And there's Vivian Glasman,
Side out, point 8.
tennis star out of University of Virginia. Played 1 year with Anna Bright at Cal.
Again, just not the place you
8-4.
want to drive. Viv being so long, so powerful.
Side
It's a
out,
little bit
point
of a
5.
smarter play there. You play at the tall person's feet.
Five, 8. Point.
You see a couple unforced errors from DC now, closing in the gap for Arizona Drive.
6-8.
Sneaky lob attempt from Vivian Glasman, just a bit long. Would have worked if it was obviously a little bit lighter, but wind could be an impact there.
7-8.
sure.
Lacey Schneemann takes over to tie it at 8. Arizona right back in the mix.
Yeah, the footwork and movement from Lacey there definitely being a factor.
Oh, couldn't get there. Schneemann will take the break off the tape. Arizona met fire with fire when DC was throwing BBs on their side. 1-point lead now for the first time on Arizona's side. Big serve from Lacey, missed return from Rachel Rohrbacher. 2-point lead now for Arizona.
Little wind there. Unfortunate for Rachel.
10-8.
This is exactly the game style that Arizona's got to play. They have to play on their own terms. Lacey doing such a good job moving her feet and being aggressive, moving forward.
11-8.
If they're going to win this match, this is exactly how they got to play.
Point.
Another big serve from Lacey Schneemann, causing the return error from Rachel. Keep an eye on that matchup. And Arizona now 1 point away from the end change lead. Vivian Glasman misses into the net on the Ernie attempt. Iconic movie.
Side out, point 9. Nine 13.
Nice play by Lacey Schneemann, and to follow that up, it was the body double in the Battle of the Sexes movie. Caitlin Christian to meet Emma Stone and play a key part of that. It's pretty cool.
Side out, point 10.
Yeah, a lot of former tennis players, you know, making it to the Hollywood big screen. My buddy Drew Barrett, tennis player from UCLA,
10-14.
was just a body double for the new Challengers movie.
Cool.
He's also very involved in pickleball now on the YouTube side. So
11-14.
Big drive from Glasman. A lot of force behind her paddle. There's Dinko, and a 5-point lead continues for the Arizona drive.
15-11.
What a play from Caitlin Christian through the middle.
Caitlin's done such a good job, not just this event, but the other events I've seen her taking that forehand out of the air on the right side, creating the illusion of a smaller kitchen.
Side out, point 12. 12-16.
Good pressure there from Rohrbacher.
13-16.
And DC on the run now, back within 2. Big drive from Rachel Rohrbacher.
You see the energy coming from Rachel now. What in
Interesting.
the world?
We did not ever see foot faults on the serve, but that was the call for Vivian Glasman.
Yeah, it's the first time I've seen that.
So it's a reserve on the first offense, is what Onisha Smith is clarifying, courtside.
14-16. Football.
What?
All right. What is happening? So she's crossing the outer part of the court.
DC Pickleball team is challenging the referee's foot fault call on the serve.
Okay.
As the rally stands, it's side out, 17-14, Arizona Drive.
Well, we'll take a closer look at this one.
It'd be interesting to me that she would just start doing it.
Suddenly, right?
Yeah, later on in the match.
Oh, well, she's definitely outside the sideline, but
Yeah.
very rare circumstance.
Definitely the first time I've seen this in pickleball. She kind of sits to her side when she hits that forehand serve, so it makes sense she's starting in the middle of the court. She's ending up on the outside of the line.
All right, here's Onisha Smith with the ruling.
After review, the referee's foot fault call stands. The player's foot is on the ground behind the sideline. So it's on the ground, the sideline extends, and your foot cannot be on the ground when you serve. So that's a fault. We resume play at 17-14. DC Pickleball team loses 1 free video challenge. You have 2 remaining. AZ, you have 3 free video challenges remaining.
Well, you learn something new every day, and that was interesting because I feel like, to your point, Roscoe, she's been serving the same way since the start of the match.
Yeah.
But you can't break the plane of the sideline extension. That's deep, and oddly enough, creating some potential momentum on the side of DC. A little brief break in between.
15-17.
I agree to what you said before. It's all about how you let that challenge or that call affect you. You can use it as positivity, or sometimes it can be detrimental. Rohrabacher firing up.
16-18.
What an angle from Schneemann. Great digs from
19.
Glassman, didn't matter. Arizona's been protecting their lead here down the stretch.
19-16. Right out, point 17.
Lacey's been golden with those drops up until then.
$17-19. Point.
This return from Lacey Schneemann could be costly. DC back within 1. And now keep your eyes on the feet of Glassman. Clean there. That's wide. Schneemann with the call. A lot of balls to the backhand side of Lacey Schneemann right now.
20-18.
That's why. Good pressure from Rohrbacher. Can't miss the roar from anywhere within a mile's radius of the center court where Rachel Rohrbacher is standing. I think it bounces and then she scoops it up. I see it bounce, but my eyes have deceived me before. Here's Onisha.
After review, the ball did hit the ground and an out call was made.
Okay.
Therefore, the referee's confirmation is confirmed via video, and the rally is at 2020 DC Pickleball team serving. Arizona Drive loses 1 free video challenge. They have 2 remaining. DC Pickleball, you have 2 free challenges also.
We'll see what else is thrown our way here. A couple of curveballs early. I think I agree with what I saw there as well. So here's Vivian Glassman back to serve to Caitlin Christian. See how this impacts the momentum.
Right out, point 21. Twenty-one 20.
Big whip from Vivian Glassman to tie him back up 21-all.
They're right in the wheelhouse there of Glassman. Her two-handed backing counter is probably her best shot.
Lead back over to DC, 22-21.
22-21.
Rachel Rohrbacher takes control, 23-21.
Timeout, AZ Drive, 23-21.
Timeout called by Arizona. Lacey Schneemann looks...
Maybe the left foot of Caitlin Christian, but to be honest, it's whatever drop they like best. So Vivian, I think she likes to drop down the line. Oh my goodness, and that is not what you can have here.
A gift.
22-23.
From Rohrbacher. Wow. Almost a couple of gifts. That was a little high. Schneemann let it get away, and a game point here for the DC Pickleball team.
24-22.
Oh, that's tough. You feel for Schneemann. She played so well up until this point. 25-22. Rachel Rohrbacher and Vivian Glassman find a way to pull it out. What a finish. What a strange... Worth 2 points.
0-0. Side out, point 1. One 0. Point.
Nice spot for Rachel Rohrbacher. Just a bit too far for Christian to handle. That's a sitter for Ignatowicz to clean up.
Point. Four zero.
It's wide.
Yeah, what you don't want is for DC to get a big lead here. Obviously with that 2-0 score line.
DC's got quite the day today. They had yesterday off. They also have the Texas Ranchers later on today. It's a good shot from Caitlin Christian. That's one way to keep James Ignatowicz quiet.
1-5. Side out, point 6. 6-1. Side out, point 2.
Rachel calibrating that right side. I always think it's weird going from playing the left side and then being thrown onto the right side or vice versa. Just two different game styles.
Side out, point 7.
Wide for Frazier.
James Ignatowicz,
7-2.
one of the top men's mixed doubles players in the world. Great shot there from Caitlin Christian. I like her reaching in and trying to win those cross-court rallies against Rachel, putting a lot of pressure because
3-7.
Rachel already having Dylan Frazier in front of her
Side out, point 8.
is going to cause a lot of pressure on its own.
8-3.
Right there, that's the game style AZ has got to play, being very aggressive towards Rohrabacher.
Arizona lost to the Ranchers on Saturday, but took down Jack Sock in New York in a Dreambreaker yesterday. Nice cannon of it overhead by James Ignatowicz. No question of how much power that guy possesses. Save that ball out of the ballpark.
Crazy. There's one time he hit an overhead so hard, his testing sticker fell off.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Into the kitchen.
Yeah.
Caused a violation.
Yep.
Side out, point 10. 10-5. Point.
And Rachel Rohrabacher also climbing the ranks. She's one of the best females in mixed doubles.
11-5.
Federico Staxrud on the PPA tour.
Side out, point 6. $6-11.
shot by Dylan Frazier down the line. Rohrabacher was backing up. He caught her.
7-11. Point.
And a miss on the forehand side there, low from James Ignatowicz. Twice now he's got caught in that middle ball.
8-11.
Great finish from Caitlin Christian.
James getting
Point.
caught, moving too far to the middle. Dylan going behind him with the third.
9-11. Point.
If I'm DC, I'm looking at a timeout shortly. So they lose 5 points in a
10-11.
row.
That out point 12.
Found his way out of that one. 1 point away from the end change now. What a run, though, for Arizona. This one looked almost out of hand early, but that's the beauty of rally scoring. A great performance
12-10.
by Frazier and Christian. Oh, another one,
Point,
right?
timeout, change
At the
in.
back.
Time in. 13-10. Side out, point
That's a nice
11.
response out of the timeout. What do you think Morgan Evans was saying to this group?
11-13.
I think target Rachel for the most part.
Oh, that's so good from
Side out, point
Rohrabacher.
14.
Really impressive there.
First.
When you're the female and you're going down the line on the right side mixed doubles,
14-11.
you're keeping that guy honest. So he thinks less about crouching over to that middle because he needs to cover his side. He knows you can go there.
ATP secured by Rachel Rohrabacher,
Point.
but you have to be methodical about it, right, as the female player, because anything, it's a margin of inches.
For sure, but even if you go
15-11.
there and lose the point, they know you have that shot and that you're willing to go there.
Point.
That's why I think the top spin dink is very important because it looks the same as a speed up. So it keeps the
16-11.
person in front of you honest rather than a slice dink, which many people don't attack.
Yeah, that's a good point. And Dylan Frazier again getting tattooed on the way out.
Timeout, Arizona
Third time
drive.
there for Dylan
17-11.
Frazier.
What's he having a hard time with on the read of Ignatowicz? Now it's a couple times. That's where Dylan Frazier's from. Wow, and Rachel Rohrabacher goes cross court, exactly to your point, Roscoe, on keeping the honesty intact.
18-11.
That's good from
Side out,
Christian.
point 12.
Immediately taking accountability was Rohrabacher.
Yeah, I like how she's going back. Almost taking a play out of James's book there.
12-18. Side out, point 19. $19-12. Side out, point
It's so
13.
hot and humid out here, you can literally see the sweat fly off some of these players as they're hitting the shot.
13-19. Side out, point 20.
And we haven't even reached peak heat yet.
20-13.
It's been a scorcher all weekend. Nice return. That's a
Point.
tough miss for Arizona.
21-13. Point. Twenty-two 13. Point.
Good backhand there from James.
Time running out.
14-23.
23-14 the damage.
Side out, point 24. Twenty-four 14.
Wow.
Side out,
The reach
point
in from
15.
Caitlin Christian there. Almost on her tippy toes.
15-24.
That's wide for
Point.
Rohrabacher. Not impossible to come back from this, but
16-24.
we'll see. It's a good
Side
spot
out.
for Nanowich. Another game point for DC.
Love the energy from Rachel Rohrabacher.
24-16.
Oh, that's
Side out,
just
point
crafty
17.
from Caitlin Christian against one of the fastest guys out there, James Ignatowicz. Great gift by Rohrabacher, by the way.
17-24.
Hunting down the overhead. Christian and Frazier add another.
The Dylan Frazier fans, they're wanting to come back right here.
18-24.
James Ignatowicz
Side out.
throttles it down the line for game point number 3. And meanwhile, the rally scoring will still continue on the side of Arizona. DC just has to win it on their serve. A couple more points and the scoreboard pressure will be very much present for DC. If Arizona can get another hold.
24-18.
And they will,
Side out,
so
point
24-19 is a lot different than 24-15.
Yeah, you just can't give away a free point like that.
19-24.
Oh,
Side out.
same play there. I would love to see Rachel drop the ball here. Not try to go for a big drive or a
24-19.
winner from the baseline, but work her way up into the kitchen.
Couldn't get that one back. Too much Dylan Frazier on the overhead. 4 game points saved. And now scoreboard pressure, 24-20.
20-24. Side out.
All right, that's a gift from Dylan Frazier. Game point number 5 now for DC. Urgency has to be building on their side.
You gotta, I mean, if I'm James and Rachel, you gotta talk about what you're doing before the point.
24-20.
Oh,
Point
no.
game.
Anticlimactic ending, and what a performance. James Ignatowicz and Rachel Rohrabacher take the third and secure a regulation win, up 3-0.
0-0. Point.
Love that start there from Andre, taking up a lot of court.
1-0. Side out, point 1. 1-1. Side out, point 2. 2-1. Side out, point 2.
So it kind of goes back to that men's doubles game, Roscoe, we were talking about at the beginning. That
2-2.
really would have set the tone, I think, for Arizona in this circumstance.
Yeah, like we both said, that was a must-win for Arizona, that men's doubles match, especially when you have Andre and Dylan on your team, your 2 top players. You can't be losing that one, but James and Deckel are one to be messed with.
That's a good play. Very motivated looking Lacey Schneeman.
Yeah, sometimes it's tough to go into that 4th match, especially when you're down 3-0. You know you've already lost the
4-2
match itself, but these games still count.
Yeah, to your point, there are long-term implications for these 4th games. So, are there any bubble teams when it comes to the playoffs?
3-4.
These net game differentials will be the difference maker.
Side out, point 5.
Lucky there for Decky.
Five, 3. Side out, point 4.
Viv's such a tough mixed doubles player because of her reach.
4-5.
Usually you have shorter players there on the right, not as much length.
What a shot by Schneeman down the line, inside out on Deckel Barr. Yeah, what is the biggest threat there when you have a taller girl there that can play the right with the reach that Glasman has?
They do a better job of taking balls out of the air. It's a little easier for them, especially with your 3rd shot drops. We see Andre go to the drive there. That might be a play to rush Vivian, or because she's so long and can take those drops out of the air.
Side out, point 7.
Decky pointing at the ground.
7-5. Point.
Good ball from Andre Dascu. Speaking of big reach, that guy has some of the best reach into the kitchen.
Yeah, he's
8-5.
definitely making use of that 6'4", 6'5" frame.
Point.
Deckel had every single player, including Vivian, on skates that whole point, but couldn't get it done in the end.
9-5.
Too good from the Askew.
I don't even think Andre had any business winning that point. Vivian was so set up for that counter. She knew he was going there, and Andre somehow getting it done.
10-5.
We've added 6 degrees to the temperatures outside, 90 degrees
That
and
out
sunny
point
and still
6.
climbing. This is
Gosh.
quite hot. It's supposed to die down a little bit
6-10.
tomorrow, unfortunately.
It's a good thing I'm leaving
That
tonight.
out point 11.
Just in time for the
11-6.
tournament to not be happening tomorrow. Though PPA coming into town next.
Point.
So we got a 6-point lead here for Arizona.
12-6. Football. Point. Timeout. Change ends.
Football called on
13-6.
Vivian Glossman. She's 13-6 lead. Playing for net gain differential at this point. Playoffs are in November. Top 6 teams advance. What a play, Lacey Schneemann putting on a show right now there on the right. I think she was really disappointed with that women's doubles finish. She felt like she and Caitlin Christian
14-6.
had it.
Yeah. Lacey was playing so well up until the ending, made a few too many errors, but she's definitely capable of playing at the highest level.
That out point 7.
When she's moving her feet, getting behind that ball and setting up early, you have no idea what she's gonna do because she has all the shots in her toolbox. So
7-14.
when she's doing that, I really love the way she plays.
Point. Eight 14. Side out, point 15.
I love Viv's facial reactions after missing
Yeah.
a shot.
15-8. Point.
Lacey Schneemann going off right now. Down the line on Big Deckel. Check this out one more time. That's pretty from
16-8.
Schneemann.
Point.
Big rip from Andre Daskew. Lacey Schneemann, by the way, was an aerospace engineer prior to going full-time pro in pickleball. Worked for Boeing.
But definitely not,
17-8.
you know, too smart or anything. She's
Oh my
been
God.
owning Deckel the last few points.
Down the line again.
I'm DC, I'm taking a timeout here pretty soon.
18-8. Side out, point 9. Nine 18. Side out, point 19. $19-9.
Deckelbar finally
point
gets one
10.
back on Lacey Schneemann with the Ernie. Using that reach. He's sick of being bullied
10-19.
by Lacey.
Point.
from Dekel coming to life.
Nice little athletic move there from Decky, using his length, his height.
11-19. Set out, point 20. You're maintaining your out call? After review, the out call is overturned. The ball was in. AZ Drive loses 1 free video challenge. They have 1 remaining. DC Pickleball team, you still have 2 free video challenges remaining. We resume play at 12-19.
Hey, it was worth an out call. A little timeout.
Time in. 12-19.
Oh my.
What? That's got to be a hindrance there.
What's gotta be?
I mean, he said, yeah, like you won the point. I guess.
12-19.
I guess
Sorry,
not.
I'll recall. 2012.
It's a memes of pickleball play right there.
13-19.
Oh!
Point.
I don't know, that was close.
A little wide from my view.
Such athleticism from Schneeman.
14-19. Side out, point 20. (2014). Point.
Rare drive from Dasku. We usually see him drop. Keeping Dekel honest.
21-14. Point.
Looks to me like Dekel's overplaying a little bit here, trying to take a little too much ground.
22-14. Point. (23-14). Set out, point
In the net
15.
for Schneeman.
(15-23).
Wow, powerful
Point.
serve there.
How do you line up for a Dekel serve if you're facing it?
Get as far back as you can, and you just pray for the best.
But like paddle position, I mean, do you,
16-23.
What do you do?
I think you want to make sure you get under the ball, giving it enough clearance for that net.
Oh,
I think it hit Dekel's ear there.
Side out, point 24.
acknowledged that it did go off the ear. And a game point here for Arizona,
24-16.
looking to avoid the sweep. All right, so that one's deep, and Arizona takes it 25-16, and DC will still take the regulation win. So we will speak with James Ignatowicz and Rachel Rohrabacher when we return here in Kansas City.
James, if you look around, you're going to see a lot of Dylan Frazier, Team Dylan Frazier shirts. Obviously, big Dylan Frazier fans here. Do you feel pressure going into the match knowing that?
Well, there's a lot of pressure to play Dylan. I mean, he's the best right side player of all time, #1 in the world, and probably just better than me at pickleball. So, I'm not just saying that because Cindy's right over there. His mom. No, playing Dylan's awesome. I mean, Dylan's the best, and it's tough. You just got to try to keep it away from him. That's pretty much it.
And Rachel, obviously a lot of season left to be played, but for you guys to be sitting in 5th place right now has to feel good with a regulation win like that. What is the significance for this team?
Yeah, I think it's super important. We don't have as many matches under our belt as other teams that are higher up there, so these matches are super important, and it's nice as we grow together as a team and establish rapport and continue growing together, it'll be really good.